Hello and welcome to Calm Nation.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us.
Every night, I dream the same dream. And then the nightmare begins. I did what I had to do to protect our world. You cannot control everything, Strange. You opened the doorway between universes, but we don't know who or what will walk through it. Wanda, what do you know about the multiverse?
Viz had his theories. He believed it was dangerous.
He was right. I'm sorry, Stephen. Your desecration of reality will not go unpunished.
We should tell him the truth.
Things just got out of hand.
You break the rules. Look out! You become a hero. I do it. I become the enemy. It doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, so tonight we are talking about Doctor Strange.
Yes.
So, first of all, since we didn't say it before the video, good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to Combination Trivia.
Yep.
Thanks for joining us.
For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. And I screw that line up every single week. For those of you who are coming back, welcome back. And I
Thanks
screw
for
that
joining
line
again.
up every single week.
Yeah, you know. Slick we are.
Yeah, for those of you who are looking for that professional, well-produced, corporate trivia experience, keep looking.
That'll be the next unit multiverse over from this one.
Yeah, this is here on Earth 616, we're having a 404, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that is a code joke because that's the level of humor you can expect here. But tonight we're talking about Doctor Strange.
Well. Sort.
And you've probably heard of Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah. He's had a couple of hit movies now.
Yeah. Now, like
book.
somewhere I previously we have done Doctor Strange. This is our second Doctor Strange trivia. We did Doctor Strange The Oath, which again we really recommend.
We do.
Tonight we're talking about Doctor Strange Strange Academy, the first class.
Yes.
And we're doing this because the Doctor Strange movie is out. Full title being Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. What a short and catchy title. But yeah, our thought is, a lot of folks, because the movie's apparently good, big hit, might be a little curious about Doctor Strange books. And this is a Doctor Strange book we know, we like, and is a really, as with Doctor Strange The Oath, is a really nice jumping off point for someone who's, looking for something a little strange.
And Lord
But,
knows if you come
yeah,
here,
again.
you're looking for strange.
Yes. Anyway, but yeah. So in addition to this video tonight, like check out our one on Doctor Strange: The Oath,
Yes.
or just skip the video and go straight to checking out the book, but not before you play tonight's game.
Exactly.
Okay. It's disclaimer time! Woohoo!
Woo.
Combination makes every attempt to bring you accurate and interesting questions. However, from time to time, some may argue that our questions have more than one answer. If this happens, please accept our preemptive and most humble apologies, and please choose from the best response of the options available. Remember that tonight's questions are primarily from the work featured. That would be Doctor Strange, Strange Academy. So there might be a situation where it's different from the movie. It's different from a different book. We're talking about this one right here, right now.
In this moment.
And yeah, appearances in other media and changes made by subsequent storylines may not apply.
Yeah.
Your answer is your answer.
Multiple
After the
choice
question is
answer.
posed, that's it. Hopefully you won't have technical issues. If Godzilla attacks, that's awesome. Tell me all about it, but it's, if you go offline. And the quicker you answer, the more points. So first and fastest is the winning winner. But there's no prizes other than personal pride, knowledge, etc. This is for entertainment. We hope you have fun. We hope you learn something. And let's get started.
Yeah.
Starting the countdown. At the beginning of Strange Academy First Class, Dr. Strange is getting a letter from someone who's actually referring to him as Mr. Strange.
Not even
It's not Abracadabra, who is a magical supervillain of the Flash.
Mm-hmm.
Not Elaine Belloc, who's the daughter of
Michael Demergis and the successor of the throne to heaven after the president's abdicated in Lucifer.
Yeah, Elaine Belloc is God in the Lucifer universe.
Yeah.
And Molly O'Reilly, who is in a character from Books of Magic, doesn't really have magical abilities. It's Emily Bright who's reaching out to Doctor Strange. See, there was this thing with her dog and a tree, and
Mom and Dad are kind of worried because she's...
Yeah. So she reaches out to Doctor Strange, hoping that Doctor Strange can help.
Yeah.
And he can. Although not Doctor Strange exactly.
Right.
At Strange Academy, Zelma Stanton is...
Could be. Possibly.
Could be. Okay, so Emily Bright reaches out saying, hey, this is going on. And Zelma Stanton comes to visit, talk with her mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
And Zelma is telling them all about this exciting school that Dr. Strange is putting together. Zelma is formally trained as a librarian, but at Strange Academy, she is
the keeper of the arcane and magical items,
which is like a library
for that. Maybe.
Yeah. By the way, now Todd,
Yes.
for an additional no points, Iron Sister is from
Was that the Game of Thrones?
Shadowhunters.
Oh, Shadowhunters. That's
No.
right. That's right. Right.
Yeah, an Iron Sister is a Shadowhunter character.
Right.
Warehouse Director Caretaker is from
Warehouse 13.
Yes, good
Yes.
job. Originally Mrs. Frederick and then someone else.
Mm-hmm.
And Time Lord. Come on. Y'all know who a Time Lord is. But no.
Wait, who's the Time Lord?
Todd's jokes are so sick, he needs a doctor.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Yeah. So Zelma, she's formally trained as a librarian, but at Strange Academy, she is a keeper of arcane and magical items.
Yes.
Now, Zelma, some people are born with magic, others study it. Zelma went a different route.
Yeah. She contracted something that
Zelma was infected and infested with magical mind maggots. Ew.
fell on her head.
So yeah, at one point, Zelma was an ordinary librarian in New York City, right?
Right. Then she got the mind maggots.
Then she got mind maggots because, you know, it's New York City and, you know,
Strange
that's a
things.
thing.
Yes.
We don't get lice, we get mind maggots here.
Right.
So,
yeah,
when she got the mind magnets, the magical mind maggots, she had to go get rid of them, as you do.
As you do.
And Dr. Strange,
being a doctor,
was where she went.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And again, for additional no points,
Mm-hmm.
4 worms.
4 worms are the wonderful little things that Ming the Merciless used to extract information from people on the planet Mongo, including his own daughter.
Oh yeah, that wasn't good.
No, not his
And
finest.
the SETI eels, not to be confused with the Centauri worms, which are different.
Yeah,
Those are from
SETI eels are the only indigenous life form on SETI Alpha 5 from Star Trek II, Wrath of Khan.
Yeah, that would be the original set of Star Trek movies, not the reboot. Which
right.
Okay, and
there was a
the
reboot?
gold. Yeah, the gold are from Stargate. Those are those things that infest you from Stargate. There are just way too many stories out there, which basically it's like you got to get infested. I mean, I may never take the mask off ever.
Not if you go to another star thing somewhere. Trek or
Magical mind maggots. That's all I'm saying. Magical mind maggots.
Yeah.
So they go to Strange Academy, which is located where? Not in Centauri 5. That's for darn sure. It's in New Orleans.
Hi.
Now to get there, Zelda and Emily travel via the western cortex of the Neverish, and it takes them about 2 minutes.
I want to get that.
And I don't. Yeah, all I'm thinking is, if travel time and commuting isn't a problem, do you think that that the Strange Academy can challenge the Xavier School in like a softball game or something? I mean, they'll be able to get there real quick. So, you know.
Yeah, before dark.
By the way, Blue Valley,
Nebraska. That's where Stargirl hangs out and fights the New Injustice Society. Check out the CW show. Cool.
Yep. And also, I think we have the video, and if not, maybe we should revisit it. We did Stargate. We did Stargirl,
We did.
Louisville.
Louisville, Kentucky was the home of the House of Secrets.
There
The
you
House of
go.
Mystery. One of the two.
And the rural Vermont.
Right. House of Secrets is in rural Vermont. House of Mystery is the one in Kentucky.
A lot of houses there.
And yet somehow you can open the door to one of them and technically be across the street from the other because those portal things,
Again, commuting is an issue. They should do an intramural softball thing. All I'm saying.
Magic.
Now, when she goes to the new school, the first student Emily meets is?
Not your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, that's for sure.
No, she meets Spider-Man afterwards.
Yeah.
They're playing tag.
Mm-hmm.
He's too old for school. She meets Shaylee Moonpetal, who I love that name.
Mm-hmm.
Shaylee Moonpetal is a student at Strange Academy.
Yes.
She becomes Emily Bright's roommate. Shaylee, her mother was a fairy who fell in love with a man from Brooklyn, and they had a daughter. And when the fairy council found out about Shaylee, they said she could never have any interaction with her father ever again. And I think she was actually even precluded from having any real human interaction. So, so she's super excited to be part of Strange Academy because, she's interacting with humans or metahumans or close to humans, etc. And but she's mostly fairy. She's got the pink and she's got the wings and etc. She's darn excited to be there. And like I said, Emily also meets Spider-Man when they're playing tag. They're playing this mystical. It's a thing. Read the book. It's kind of fun. The book is a lot of fun, which hopefully is coming across.
Yeah.
Until it's not.
But then there's other students, right?
Now, two of the students are brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yep.
And these brothers are from... Yeah.
Ireland? Brothers McMullen? No?
Yeah. No. Okay, so these two brothers, they're twins. All right? They're Albie and Eric Brorson, which, please, Jesus, do not make me say because I'm not sure I could actually get that out again. They are the sons of an Asgardian palace guard named Brorson.
Brorson, yes.
And the powerful sorceress Enchantress.
Mm-hmm.
What was that first date like? Just asking.
What was
so
relationship to get the two kids?
So Albie and
maybe it was enchanting.
Raised by So Albie and Eric were raised by their father alone on Asgard. I guess mom was traveling for work, busy with her career.
Whatever else she's enchanting. Yes.
And the twins end up being very close with Loki.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually Loki who drops them off at school. Because I guess Bror was busy on guard.
Yeah.
Now, whereas Ms. Moonpetal, she was basically created, or her first appearance in Strange Academy. Albie and Eric show up in previous books, etc. And one of the things, sort of little fun facts about them, is they're twin brothers, but it is not known which of the two is the older brother. With twins, like there's one who's like a second or two older. It's like not only is it not known about these two, it's a bit of a secret. No, for reasons that we're not going to go into. But if you're intrigued about this, check them out. Read the book.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, the obvious right answer was Asgard. Todd, for an additional nope, Woes and Lands is it's a DC kingdom and then it's part of, while a magical kingdom, it's part of
the Shazam worlds.
Shazamiverse.
Yes, the Shazamiverse.
Not sure if that's a real word, but it should be. Yeah, Woes and Lands is one of
it'd be
the Shazam
the
magical kingdoms.
If there is such
not
a thing.
Not a thing. Let's go with Shazamiverse.
You like Shazamiverse? Okay.
Olympus is, Olympus. You've heard about this, but for an additional no points, Malazan
is from a book called The Gardens of the Moon by Stephen Erickson.
Series of books, actually, but yeah. Yes. Because this week we are reaching deep into our knowledge of SF and fantasy nerd. Yeah. We're bringing it.
Showing our geek card hard.
We came to party.
That's right.
Or whatever the nerdy geek alternative is.
Depends what universe you're in, right?
Yeah. So in this, they come to the school, they get a tour of the school, and Emily is shown what?
The dorms, the cafeteria.
She's shown the Mystic Parasites lab, which makes me wonder if maybe Zelma's still a little traumatized by that whole magical mind maggot thing.
Yeah. Could be.
Now, by the way, I am sure that there is that the Wayne Foundation has put together a Wayne Robotics lab somewhere. It's just probably not in the Marvel universe.
No, probably not.
That's right. Now, Greenhouse 1 and Dungeon 5 are both from, come on,
the Harry Potter series.
Yeah.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, it's like, if memory serves, Harry Potter has like 12 or 14 separate references to separate greenhouse classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon 5, for no additional points, that's where he's got potions class with
Snape? No.
Yeah.
Yes. Yay.
We're bringing the geek card hard. Yeah.
Well, I didn't dig a little deep for that one. Okay.
Me, not so much. Sad. Anyway, I want to take a moment to talk about like Harry Potter because, obviously it's a high schoolish kind of experience. It's a, there's an obvious sort of reference or a comparison to Harry Potter that you would think, but, and so they both have unique kind of classrooms, etc. They're both schools that teach magic. Absolutely. But
beyond that,
yeah, the Potterverse, in my opinion, the Potterverse's attitude towards magic is that if you have magic is an ability, it's a talent. You either have it or you don't, and you practice it and you have good instruction, you can use your magic and it's a-okay. It's like an athletic ability, it's like any sort of, you can or you can't.
Right.
But that's not the attitude towards magic, both in Doctor Strange or frankly in the entire Marvel universe, both the MCU and the Marvel comics.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much you can read up on it, you can learn it, figure out a few incantations.
Yeah, but in the Marvel universe, and they actually even were covering this a little bit in the trailer, magic costs something.
Yes.
Magic seems to upset and change the balance, and somehow, somewhere, that balance will be regained, and and you have to deal with that. So, which is not to say that like the kids from Strange Academy could like challenge the X-Men to Quidditch, because they could actually play it, and that would be awesome. And
Yeah.
we're bringing the geek card hard. But now, come on, you're thinking in your head, you're thinking like X-Men playing Quidditch, and it's awesome.
My money's on Nightcrawler.
So other students that Emily is meeting include
Believe it or not, it's not Wolfgang von Frankenstein.
Yeah. Do you know who Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein is? Do you remember?
He's
He's a musician from the band The Misfits.
right.
I'm sure you've seen the T-shirts.
Yes.
And one of the guitarists is Doyle Wolfgang von Frankenstein, who probably, of course, because we're geek and meet punk rock. Welcome to the combination.
Yeah.
We're bringing it hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's Doyle Dormammu.
Dormammu. Yeah.
Yeah. Doyle Dormammu is the son of Dormammu, the magical villain that you might remember from the first Doctor Strange movie. Mm-hmm. Dormammu is an interdimensional villain who rules the dark dimension. Yes. Dormammu is the personification of destruction, megalomania, and ruthlessness. He is a being of pure and utter malevolence, and he takes pleasure in causing pain and suffering and just horribleness.
Yeah. And whether or not young Doyle, his son, follows in his father's footsteps remains to be seen. You got to read the book. But you got to wonder, poor Doyle, what's it like for him to try and get a date, Put a profile up, fiery redhead.
Yeah, it's like, well, no, it's like that's what I was wondering. There's not anything out there as to who Doyle Dormammu's mom is, but you got to wonder, how did Dormammu get a date? I mean, was he using Bumble, Tinder, Match.com?
Multi-universe link-up.
Fiery redhead can bring the magic.
Mm-hmm.
He can stop time. Yeah, okay. Moving on.
It'll be a timeless evening. No? All right. Okay.
Shaylee has never eaten what? She's had almost no interaction with humans. What do we think she's never had? She's never had popcorn, y'all. I don't know. It actually references, she's like all excited. She's excited to be, experiencing all these things. She's experienced, she wants to stay up late. She wants to eat popcorn. She's just so enthralled with these very mundane human experiences because for her, they're completely exotic.
Yes. It's like the poor kid who's had braces for 3 years.
Yeah. So, and by the way, the picture on the screen is not on the trivia thing, but these are some of the classes, some of the kids from Strange Academy.
Fun kids.
So, who isn't a teacher or a guest lecturer or on staff at Strange Academy? And the answer is Atana Zatara.
Yeah,
Because
she's a magician from the DC universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Agatha Harkness teaches a class. Former students of Agatha include?
That would be Wanda Maximoff.
Yeah.
Whatever her name is.
Scarlet Witch.
The Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Possibly Franklin Richards at one point in time.
Yeah, that's right. I think
because she was.
I think maybe she was a babysitter or hanging.
Yeah, she was his nanny for a while.
Nico Minoru is one of the teachers on staff, and I'm kind of curious to see what storylines they get in with her because she's kind of a teenager herself. So, and if you're familiar with the show The Runaways, she was one of the Runaways.
Yes. Yeah.
So, the Ancient One is also teaching a class, and frankly, it looks a lot like yoga, which is just humorous to me. Scarlet Witch is there on staff as well. She's giving advice maybe about stress reduction, surviving trauma, stress reduction with the Scarlet Witch. I would listen to her.
Color coordination.
Signor Magico is actually on staff.
Yes. I love Signor
Magico. And if you don't know who Signor Magico is, he does street magic, and you probably need to check out
Power Man and Iron Fist. The boys are back in town.
Back in town, yeah, because we weren't. Yeah,
he helps them out there.
And also, Dead Girl. I mean, basically, if you're magical and you're in the Marvel universe, you come by.
Yeah.
And you're teaching up the next generation. Giving back.
Pay it forward, as it were.
Now, speaking of the staff and the faculty, the Mindful One is on staff. And his title is...
I was thinking the tech coordinator.
Yep.
Fix the computer for you.
He's not that. No. So Mindful One. Okay. Todd, very briefly, can you explain who the mindless ones are? Super briefly.
They're a whole slew of beings from yet another alternate dimension. I believe actually tied in with one of Ormano. That basically just work.
Yeah,
they're like drones in clay form.
And they got the mindless ones have a long history of being like those, just when you sort of need an army of guys to go and create havoc on somebody somewhere somehow. So they've been in and out in continuity, but one of them was enhanced by Sir Isaac Newton. And he was basically reprogrammed and enhanced to work as a personal servant.
Yeah.
So
he's being mindful, not mindless.
Yeah. So now he is mindful. But he's predisposed to be a servant, to be helpful. So the fact that he's the RA, he's the dorm RA, and the personal chef for the students makes sense. He also is the PE teacher.
Sure.
Which I love. And apparently teaches sanctum economics with Wong.
Yeah. Well, you know, the rest of the mindless ones, they're good at tax accounting too, because you ever talk to the IRS? Government workers.
Okay. Moving right along.
That's right.
Now, we mentioned basically if you're magic in the Marvel Universe, you're probably one of the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
There's that one character, Magic, specifically named Magic. What's her real name, Todd?
Why, that'd be Ilyana Rasputin,
Yes.
known as the
Now-
younger sister of Pyotr Rasputin, who's Colossus from the X-Men.
Yes. And as Colossus is one of the X-Men's instructors, seriously, I mean, a couple of phone calls and the intramural softball league, it's on.
Yep.
So Ilyana Rasputin, she is a mutant and a sorceress, triple threat, double threat. She rules the demonic realm known as Limbo.
Yes. And she has
So
a pet dragon and a major sword.
and in addition to teaching at Strange Academy, Magic is one of the great captains of Krakoa. And in that, she's a teacher. She is in charge of training and leading mutants to battle.
Yes.
So, you know, teenagers, not so much a challenge.
Well, when you ruled realm of Limbo for Lord knows how long,
One would hope.
you pick up on things.
Now, speaking of magic, you know, when you may have had an intimidating teacher, but have you had a teacher who is the ruler of hell? She rules Limbo, right?
Right.
So, question is, if you're going to a class taught by the ruler of hell, are you late?
No.
No.
Why
Well,
not?
apparently Eric. Well, Eric was, and Eric got in trouble.
5
And
minutes for
Doyle,
you,
that's not exactly. The leader of hell has other punishments, especially when he got mouthy, talked back.
Mhm.
And then Doyle also got in trouble. If you want to know why, read the book. If you want to know what happened then, read the book. But hey, check out some of the other instructors we have here. We have Damon Hellstrom,
Yes.
who's also known as the son of Satan, even though technically his dad was a demon. He as well as Nico from the Runaways. They had shows on Hulu. Nico became really powerful by absorbing the staff of one during an attack by her mother. There's also, we have Shaman, whose real name is
Michael Two Youngman, formerly of Alpha Flight, the Canadian superhero team.
Yep.
Yes, this little bag of.
We don't discriminate. We even have Canadians.
Yes.
Seriously though, when your teacher is the ruler of hell, show up on time. Yo.
Or there'll be hell to pay.
Now, the headmaster is Brother Voodoo. When was his first appearance?
Way back in 1973. Yeah, that's it.
1973. Now, by the way, you'll notice that's a frost giant.
It is.
Because
Just chilling.
there's a frost giant. Yeah. He's one of the students too. Canadians and frost giants.
Yeah.
Brother
You got the cool kids.
Voodoo, who's no, it wasn't Werewolf by Night, although I thought it was too. It was Apparently, it was Strange Tales number 169, which came out in September 1963. Now, Brother Voodoo, whose real name was Jericho Drum.
Because he's got a brother.
Yep, Daniel Drum. And one of the things he can do is he can take Daniel's power into him.
Yes.
I believe Daniel Drum is actually technically unalive, but Brother Voodoo was created by Stan Lee, Roy Thomas, Len Wein, and John Romita Sr.
Mm-hmm.
And Brother Voodoo, in addition to being the headmaster at Strange Academy, has replaced or at times replaces, depending. He works with Doctor Strange and has been the Sorcerer Supreme. I don't remember if he is right now.
I don't.
But
at the moment, no. But that's today in this multiverse. So who knows?
Yeah, But Brother Voodoo, he obviously practices voodoo. He's Haitian. I had heard a rumor, and according to the internet, he was supposed to be entering. There's a chance he was going to be in Doctor Strange, but those who have seen the movie will neither confirm nor deny that he is then. But maybe he's up next.
Yeah, because there's other mystic things coming out too.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Doctor Strange encourages the students to
play Quidditch. Oh, sorry, no.
Come on, that'd be awesome.
Go after the Goblet of Fire.
Not die.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yes.
Yes.
This is part of his inspirational. Don't die. See, Strange Academy was founded by Doctor Strange. Yes.
Yeah.
Magic has been restored. Well, we're not going to go into what happened to it.
No.
And Doctor Strange and others felt as though there might be the need to train the young in the use of sorcery and magical artifacts. Mm-hmm. Strange struck a deal with someone, and there's some stuff going on. But if you want to sort of dig into it, we would encourage that you read the book.
Absolutely. Yes.
So once again, illustrations and questions were inspired from Strange Academy, the first class. It's a Comixology, not part of Comixology Unlimited. It is Hoopla Digital, or you could actually go get a paper copy somewhere.
Local comic book.
Yeah, I know. So here's the official blurb. Doctor Strange has opened the doors of Marvel Universe's first school for sorcerers. And young people from all walks of life with an aptitude for magic are brought together in New Orleans to study under the tutelage of all your favorite Marvel mages. I'm like, seriously, Senor Magico, that's my favorite. From mindful, mindless ones to pan-dimensional games of tags, door tag. The Strange Academy sure lives up to its name. But the students' first field trip will light a fuse that's going to blow up in a big way. Yeah. Working the puns a little hard. The series is written by Scotty Young and illustrated by Humberto Ramos. Now, Scotty Young, you're probably more familiar, or at least I was more familiar as an artist.
Right. He does all those cutesy little wonderful caricature versions of all the Marvel and some of the DC characters that you've seen when they do all the alternate covers. He's done all the Deadpool the Thors and all that kind of cool stuff. And there's a whole series of statues too.
Yeah. Scotty Young has illustrated the New York Times best-selling adaptations of Frank Baum's Oz novels. Yes, I Hate Fairyland. And he's won multiple Eisner Awards. He's worked in comics. He's done toys. He's done animation. And yeah. Humberto Ramos is a Mexican comic book artist, best known for his work on things such as Impulse, Ramos, Runaway, Spider-Man, other Spider-Man, a lot of Marvel work. And he apparently has he has a creator-owned series called Crimson, which I'm not so familiar with.
It's actually a fun book too. It's a series about a young boy who finds out he's a vampire. And deals with all that. So,
and hey, JJ1, good job! Yay!
Oh, JJ. Like a 3-week streak for that guy, I think.
Yeah, I know. My golly.
Wow.
I know. All right. So next week, we're going to talk about Deadpool.
We are.
Yep, we're going to have Buddy Scalera here as a special guest star. Kind of because he has written some Deadpool and kind of because he said he'd do it. Yeah. Said before and I said again, let us know what you want us to cover, anything you want to enjoy, anything you might be curious about us. If you like what you're doing, tell us. If you like what we're doing, tell a friend. If you don't like what we're doing, tell us. Really tell us.
Tell us what we can do.
Yeah, and all the stuff you're supposed to say that I'm always so horrible at. Follow us on YouTube, on Facebook, on every social media known to man. We're even on AMP, y'all. AMP.
Yeah. And you can always send us an email at the.com.nation@gmail.com.
Or join our mailing list at
like and subscribe to the YouTube thing if you're watching this on YouTube.
Yep. And let us know. How can we make this more fun for you?
Absolutely.
All right. See you next week. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.